When the pain hits, most people stop. They slow down. They hesitate. They start questioning everything. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not strong enough. But champions don't stop when it hurts. They wake up when it hurts. Because pain is not a warning sign, it's a signal. A signal that you're growing. A signal that you're being pushed beyond your limits. A signal that you're becoming someone different. Listen carefully. Anyone can show up when it's easy. Anyone can work when they feel motivated. But when your body is tired, when your mind is screaming quit, when everything inside you is telling you to stop, that's the moment that separates you. That's where champions are built. Not in comfort, not in easy days, but in struggle, in pressure, in pain. Think about it. Every strong person you admire, every successful individual, every champion, they all went through pain. Not once, not twice, again and again and again. Failure, rejection, doubt, loneliness, and they kept going. That's the difference. Most people experience pain and run away from it. Champions experience pain and run straight through it because they understand something most people don't. Pain is temporary. But the person you become through that pain, that's permanent. Right now, you might feel tired. You might feel like it's too much. You might feel like quitting. Good. That means you're in the right place. Because if it was easy, everyone would do it. And you're not here to be like everyone else. You're here to be different, to be stronger, to be better, to rise when others fall. But understand this. Growth has a price. Success has a price, and that price is pain. Long nights, early mornings, sacrifice, discipline, doing what you don't feel like doing, over and over again. That's the price. And most people are not willing to pay it. They want success, but they don't want discomfort. They want results, but they don't want the process. That's why they stay average. But you have a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can step into the pain. Because on the other side of pain is power. On the other side of struggle is strength. On the other side of discipline is freedom. But you have to go through it. There is no shortcut, no easy path, no quick fix. Just work. Consistent, painful, relentless work. And let me tell you something real. There will be days when you feel like you're making no progress. Days when it feels pointless. Days when you doubt everything. But those are the days that matter most. Because discipline is not built on good days. Discipline is built on bad days. On the days you don't feel like it, but you show up anyway. On the days it hurts, but you keep pushing. That's how champions are made. One decision at a time. One extra rep. One extra step. One more effort. That's it. Not perfection, just persistence. Over and over again. And slowly, you change. Your mindset changes. Your habits change. Your identity changes. You stop being someone who quits. And you become someone who finishes. Someone who fights. Someone who endures. Someone who doesn't break under pressure. That's a champion. Not someone who never feels pain, but someone who refuses to stop because of it. So right now, if you're hurting, if you're struggling, don't run. Lean into it. Embrace it. Because this is your moment. This is your test. This is where your story changes. Most people will quit here. Most people will go back to comfort. But not you. Not this time. This time, you push. This time, you rise. This time, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how talented you are. It's not about how lucky you get. It's about how much pain you're willing to endure. Without giving up. That's it. That's the game. So play it like a champion. When it hurts, keep going. Because pain doesn't break champions. It builds them. And one day, this pain will introduce you to the strongest version of yourself.